Test the learner's knowledge of cricketing positions and what skills are involved within cricket. I used a group discussion, and through this, students were able to share their information and ideas. Here I then proceed to hand out the group a self-assessment and a rule sheet that will detail what they'll be expected to achieve during the core task and what they're being assessed on. The self-assessment sheet has many areas, as you can see here. These detail the skills that are involved within cricket. Students firstly assess themselves based on their ability. This will be coupled by a peer and tutor assessment and will help me guide the lesson so that students gain the most out of the lesson. See here, the rules are also clearly shown to the students so they understand completely what they need to achieve. The purpose of the core task was to allow me to identify each individual skill. Students would rotate in each position involved in cricket, and from there I could utilise the tutor assessment, so I could use my own assessment coupled with the student's assessment to decide where I would structure the lesson. Based upon the skills that were shown during this lesson, it was clear that bowling was the weakest area, specifically line and length consistency. The peer assessment, which would occur later, would also justify this reasoning. See during the video, the students have been unable to hit a consistent line and length. This indicates that they cannot control where their ball is actually going. This to me showed that the most adequate way to make the lesson beneficial to the whole group would be to focus on skill breakdowns and tasks that focus on that specific attribute.
Going to ask you to do a peer assessment, so in your pairs, you two and you two, just look at where you're weakest and where you're strongest, and I'll ask you based on that. So I'll just give you out 2 sheets here.
Then gave the students back their assessments, coupled with my own tutor assessments which had gone throughout the core task. From here, students would now peer assess each other so that a clear understanding of their own strengths and weaknesses could be achieved. This will then help them to identify where their weakness and to actively seek to develop that skill.
And do you agree with that on your peer assessment? Okay, on your self-assessment?
From the self-peer and tutor assessment, we all agreed that bowling was the most beneficial area. I then quizzed the students using group discussion effective questioning what they knew about bowling line and length consistency. They understood how it could be important to bowling performance.
It's the easiest way to consistently obstruct the batsman from scoring runs.
So obstruct the batsman from scoring runs, what does it mean by that in terms of, what does it restrict the batsman to do with a good delivery?
Play an attacking shot.
Play attacking shots, you're forced to play defensive shots. Okay.